Cool. Wow, such a chaotic music video. Like from their outfit to the whole visuals and everything. It's so chaotic. A lot of things were happening in there. Let me give you thumbs ups as well. So ladies and gentlemen, these thumbs ups are the ones that gonna make some video very good or gonna make some video very lousy. So if you're giving a thumbs up to this video, 20 million thumbs ups in only one video, it can get 1.1 billion views. So yeah, these are really important. The algorithm only understands this one. So watching the whole music video from beginning to the end and giving a thumbs up to it, it'll makes it, you know, famous. So apparently a 1.1 million views needs at least 100k thumbs ups to get in there. Anyway, let's go and watch Idol Explained by a Korean. So So long ago, we had a Korean explanation about a music video called Am I Wrong? And it was the worst music video explanation ever. I hope this one will not go in the same path and it will be a different one. At least I can hope, right? We don't know, but it's gonna be that way. So, Idol explained by Korean.
BTS's new MV Idol is...
No, this one is good. This one is good. That was different. This one is really cool. I really like this guy actually.
Making everybody go nuts. So much things are going around, and of course there are already a lot of attempts to decipher it or link it to previous theories. But rather than going into theories and unverified speculations, in today's video I will try to stay even more true to the MV and the lyrics itself. There will be mainly two parts. First, the lyric and MV dissection, and second, the Korean cultural references. So without further ado, let's go into the MV and lyric dissection.
Can't call me artist, can't call me idol.
Artist, idol, I don't care. RM is saying that he doesn't give a shit about what people call him by anymore. But one thing to notice is, when he's saying 아니면 또 다른 뭐라 해도, he comically dances to Psy's new face choreography. So apparently, he doesn't care how many new faces he has. In the latter part of the MV, look at what the choreography looks like. You saw it, right? But let's try to chop this lyric into a different way again. Let's stop the lyrics at I don't, without the care. Not only does it sound exactly like idol, connecting it with the second line that comes before it, it becomes like this. So if you try to chop the lyrics in that way, it would have the meaning of, whatever you choose to call me, aren't you going to call me an idol again? This is called a 답정너 situation in Korean, which means you've already set your own answer inside your head anyways. So as you might know, in Korea, hip-hop artists or singers that are in idol groups are not taken seriously, and they're actually looked down upon. While RM said that he doesn't care about what other people call him anymore, at the same time he's trying to criticize these people that call them this and that, or maybe labeling them as idols. These lyrics are pretty self-explanatory. J-Hope is proud of whatever he is, and most importantly, he's free. He has no irony anymore of who he is because he's always just himself. But one thing we should focus here are the artifacts that have been sitting on the table since the beginning of the MV. On the table we see two things, a sailor ship and a globe. And now there's an airplane in the background. As J-Hope addresses in his song Airplane 2, the airplane, globe, and ship all represent their current status, the freedom they have now, and pride for global success/influence. In this part of the MV, it's natural to have questions about what the drawings in the background actually mean. The drawings seem to be watched by many people and surveillance cameras, and the lyrics are talking about how haters are talking about BTS. Nobody but the members that drew the drawings themselves would actually know the true meaning behind the pictures, but relating to the lyrics, we can guess that it's something like a message towards haters. Maybe it's what BTS members think haters are like, or what they think haters might think of BTS themselves. Suga's drawing is pretty clear. A huge BT21 Shuki is crushing haters with his hands. It also has 일삼, 일팔, which are references from Deng, being the ultimate card pairs in the game's Hotta. The numbers could also mean their debut year, 2013, when they started from the ground, but now in 2018, they are this big. But Jin's picture is kind of hard to understand. He's drawn a 고래, which means whale in Korean. Nobody but Jin will know the actual meaning of this, but to just speculate, 고래 is a slang for two meanings in Korean. First, a very powerful/rich person or group. It's a word used especially a lot in stock market terms. The second slang meaning of 고래 is actually a dick. Who knows, he might have been responding to the people chattering about this incident. Orsu is a sound Koreans make when they're excited in traditional old folk music. 지화자 technically means a song that people sing when the nation is thriving or peaceful, but in short it's just another sound Koreans make when they're excited and to boost up the rhythm and good feeling of the song.
지화자
덩기덕 쿵더러러러 is basically a beat used in a specific Korean rhythm called 굿거리 장단.
덩기덕 쿵다르르
덩기덕 쿵더러.
And for the visuals used in this part, this is the Chinese character 사랑해, which means love. And in the latter part of the MV, there's also a part when Jungkook appears and the word 사랑 is actually written in Korean. In this scene, Jimin stands out among the whirlpool of BTS members, which could imply that even though BTS is a group and all the members rotate around me, and a lot of people actually talk about us only in a set, nevertheless, I acknowledge my own existence and I stand out as a unique being. Thus, I love myself. Face Off is a famous movie directed by famous movie director Oh Sam. In the movie, the main characters who are an FBI agent and a terrorist get to change their faces. As RM mentioned earlier about new faces, J-Hope is also referencing the movie to show that they can be called or changed into a totally different person. Like his next lyric state, he can be sometimes a superstar or a superhero. Suga, Jungkook, and V all say they have so many different people inside them, but they notice that they are all parts of themselves too, so they decide to accept them and love themselves. Plus, you can notice in V's lyric 고민보다는 그냥 달리네 is a reference from their song 고민보다 고, which has the message of YOLO. 어쩌고 저쩌고 basically means haters or people are talking shit about them, like blah 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 blah, this and that. 떠들어대셔, 너나 잘하셔. These two lines are a form of sarcasm that only Koreans will understand. 떠들어대 and 너 are both 반말, which is informal speech. But in the lyrics they attach 셔 and 하셔, which is a traditional form of honorific called 존댓말. So the sentence here is a mix of informal and honorific speech. Thus, sentences like 너나 잘하셔, 너나 잘하세요 would be criticizing or being sarcastic towards people who think highly of themselves. But one more thing to notice in the MV again is the bunny in the moon. This comes from a Korean mythology that a rabbit on the moon is making the medicine for immortality. Thus, the rabbit on the moon stands for prosperity and immortality in the Korean or East Asian culture. But why suddenly immortality? Because there's a saying in Korean, 욕을 많이 먹으면 오래 산다. It means if you get cursed a lot, you live long. The lyrics of this part says people are saying all kinds of shit to BTS. So in conclusion, regarding the amount of shit BTS received, they will have immortality and prosperity. Just another fun thing, rabbit in Korean is called 토끼, and in this part you can hear BTS singing in the background. A giant shark tries to attack BTS, but they are unaffected, and they keep on singing "You Can't Stop Me Loving Myself." They don't care about the fact that a big shark in the back is trying to eat them up, but rather they enjoy the situation by saying. Now on to the second part. There are so many Korean traditional references in this MV. The traditional clothing hanbok, the Korean house 기와집, the tiger which stands for Korea, the moon rabbit, the Korean fan dance, the word love, and the traditional lion dance called 북청사자노름. Actually, this dance was done during the full moon, which has the meaning of warding off all bad luck or ghosts, and celebrating to bring prosperity and unity to the village. Furthermore, you can see that the choreographies were also affected by the traditional Korean dance moves like the head spinning dance, 상모 돌리기. By these references, you can see that BTS is bluntly rebutting the criticism of them being westernized and focusing more overseas. At the end of the MV, if you see very carefully, you can see that the globe has changed from South America to where you can see Korea. Also, on a side note, you can see the sun rising in the beginning and lots of other times during the MV, along with the shining moon. And the sun also goes down at the end. The sun, paired up with the artifacts, the globe, and the sailboat, kind of remind you of the 해가 지지 않는 나라, the empire on which the sun never sets, which was a term to describe the Spanish or British Empire in the past when they had so many colonies all over the world. Connected to the earlier references about the moon's prosperity and immortality, the sun also represents the fact that BTS is so global that their fandoms are everywhere around the world, which makes them a cultural superpower empire where the sun never sets. At the end of the MV, the sun actually does not completely go down, which means despite the Love Yourself series might have come to an end, they still have so much time and new stuff to show us in the future. Lastly, as the director's comment, I think that the colorful, crazy, distracting style of the MV and the clothes they wore all stand for accepting every single side of you, promoting diversity, accepting differences throughout the world, ultimately by loving yourself.
Really spot on. Direct explanation, no wasting time, nothing. That was great. Hello everybody, welcome one more time. What a video. It was absolutely beautiful. Like it couldn't get better. And that is such a nice way to explain everything. I think they deserve their followers and their subscribers. Like they're so active as well, which is really nice. Like 4 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so that they're really active, and they're making so much different form of content, plus explaining BTS, which is fantastic. Yes, their famous video even is that they actually. It's about BTS, but in general they make all sorts of different contents. Impressive. Thank you so much for the explanation video. Yeah, easy to digest, definitely. That's the greatest thing about this channel, DK TV. The two admins are both BTS stans. They're huge fanboy. Sure, they should be. So yeah. What is this? Drawing from idol. Alright, this is cool. Let's go.
이게 뮤직비디오에 들어간다고 합니다.
롤라면 그려줘야지. 오빠 형이 콜에
They're drawing their own pictures.
왜 노래를 컬해라 하는 거예요?
영어로 쓸 거니까.
코레 끝났잖아. 귀엽지? 코레. 코레 괜찮아. 코레. 그렇지 않은 괴물 용을 그리겠습니다. 이 용이 그렸는데 꼬리도 어디 갔지?
콜에 그런 거 해야 된다니까.
티셔츠 해가지고 이렇게 딱 붙여 만드는 거야.
그래, 콜에 귀여워. 앞으로 내 캐릭터는 콜에다.
아니 RJ도 귀여워.
지금 내가 저 콜에 저거 디자인 해가지고 저 이거 한 명 꽉 차게 콜에 그린 다음에 콜에 써가지고 티셔츠 주면 공항 갈 때 입고 할 거야. 멋있네요. 뭐 그려?
그냥 아무거나.
되게 그리고 싶어서?
예스. 저거 보면 학생 같아. 고등학생 같아.
괴물이 나왔고 그리고 이상한 원숭이가 나왔고 그리고 이상한 근육맨이 나왔어요. 그리고 이상한 뱀이 나왔고 그리고 이상한 정구가 나왔습니다. 아 정구가 아니라 입술 몬스터가 나왔습니다. 그런데 정구가 나왔어요. 그러다 얘가 나왔습니다.
난 정구랑 그게 좋다. 괴물이 무섭게 생길 필요 없습니다. 사람을 잘하고. 네, 괴물이에요. 사람을 잡아먹는 괴물. 쉽게는 다른. 제 키가 한 18m 정도 되고요. 여기에 한 18m.
Interesting. Okay, what is this? Dance battle during idol music video shit. Cool.
소음이
I always love the dance
콘텐츠
battle.
내주세요.
안 밀렸어. 3배 누가 주는데.
시간 잘 주시고 물었어. 위기예요 지금.
그러니까 그게 빠른지 애를 위치로 옮기는 게 빠른지.
안 까먹은 것 같아. 너무 긴장돼가지고. 너무 긴장돼서 안 까먹은 것 같아. 아, B랑 합니다. B랑. 남준이랑 하자 했는데 남준이가 거절했어. 안 돼요 형, 웃겨요. 이래서 그래 알았다.
진영! 형 찍을 때 직캠 찍어드릴게요. 자신감 가져요 형. 아 너무 프리하려 잘 못 찍겠어.
됐어요? 진짜 형 지금 식은땀 났어.
식은땀 나요? 형 가운데 쓸래요?
아니야 너가 서.
태영이가 쓸 거예요.
야 태영이가 쓰면은 아니다.
태영이가 써요. 좀 누워서.
밖에 빠르면 나 그대로 따라할게.
자 태영이. 자 가운데 와.
야, 센터 서 태영아. 너만 믿는다. 댄스 배틀이라며요. 나하고 정국이 형 댄스
He entered like a boss.
니네가 니네 추는 거를 보고
더 틀어. 그렇게 하나, 그리고 정면 하나.
와 다리 올라가는 거 봐. 야.
So this is actually 2018. Fantastic. BTS idol music video shooting sketch. Let's go.
저희 러블셀프 시리즈의 마지막 앨범인 앤서의 타이틀곡입니다. 이제 결국 어떤 수식어가 붙던 간에 그냥 내가 나로서 있는 게 가장 중요하고 이렇게 다양한 색채의 내가 있다는 거죠. 제 마음입니다.
아이돌 뮤직비디오 촬영 현장입니다. 그리고 오늘 폭염이래요, 폭염. 난 더위를 타지 않는다.
여러분이 50대서 한 번 더 빨리 더 나왔습니다.
세트 입고서 촬영을 하느라 정신이 없긴 한데 너무 잘 나올 것 같습니다. 파이팅!
이거는 이번 착장 중에서 제일 귀여운 착장이에요. 원래 안경도 끼고 싶었는데 참았어요.
씬입니다, 여러분. 방탄소년단 뮤비 중에 가장 중요한 씬이죠. 잘해야죠. 네, 역대급 안무입니다. 이거 저희 안무 중에 제일 어렵다고 이야기할 수 있어요.
컨셉은 일단 민속춤, 우리나라 전통 바이브라고 해야 되나? 그래서 안무들이 보면 막 살짝 이런 식이에요.
그 포인트 안무 이겁니다. 이렇게 왔다 갔다 하시면 돼요.
원래 춤이 힘들긴 했지만 갈수록 더 고난이도가 되어가는 방탄소년단의 안무 어디까지 갈지 혹시 기대가 되는데요. 다음 안무를 한번 기대해보도록 하겠습니다.
솔직히 저희가 처음 배울 때는 이게 라이브는 할 수 있을까? 라는 의문이 들 정도로 되게 체력 소모가 되게 큰 안무이긴 했던 것 같아요. 연습해서 만들어내는 게 저희의 역할 아니겠습니까? 파이팅!
저 프리스타일 어떻게 해요? 랩도 오세요, 프리스타일.
여러분, 세 번째 뮤비 촬영 현장입니다.
오늘의 컨셉은 지민이와 호위무사들. 부채를 사용해서 노래는 처음 해보는데 잘 어울리네.
이번 안무가 정말 역대급이고 다양한 많은 퍼포먼스를 보여줄 수 있는데요. 많이 좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Good, that's good, that's right. Good, 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 good.
그쵸. 끝났습니다.
제가 느끼는 아이돌 대박납니다. 이거.
이번 뮤비가 독특하다고 들었습니다. 많이 좋아해 주시면 좋겠네요.
기대 많이 해주시고 또 아이돌도 많이 사랑해주세요, 여러분.
아이돌 대박! 아이돌 대박! 우린 아이돌! 예!
고맙습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저희는 아이돌입니다.
바이!
Perfect. So the next video is going to be the live performance, and afterwards I have some statement for you, Army, to hear, and this is kind of like one of the ideas that I want us to actually do it together. And after the live performances, I will say it in the chat. So Hope you like it. By the way, I was actually editing some of our, videos like about 4 days ago on Twitch, and most of the live performances just got blocked. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm so unlucky when such things is happening. But I double checked them, and it was a fan channel, but still, the live performances got blocked. Anyway, so being on Twitch has its own privileges that we can watch the live together, but maybe I will not really be able to, publish it on YouTube. Anyway, let's go and watch this. Idol love performances. So as they were saying, the choreography is kind of like the hardest that they've done in their life. So it's just amazing to see the live performances. And look at this arena. This is unbelievable. Look at the crowd. It actually always amazes me to see this much people at one place. apparently up to that particular time, it was the hardest dance performance that they had. But we've seen more difficult dance practices than that, huh? I mean, like, because we watched them dancing till 2022, so yeah, that's kind of like different. I really hope that you will watch this. It's their backstage during tour in 2017. We will definitely gonna watch it later. Don't worry. What do you cook in only 15 minutes? It needs this is skill. I've actually prepared chicken breasts before, like I marinated them before, and like my sister is putting them in the fridge, and they're freezing, and at kind of like 12 p.m. I just bring them out. I just put them in the kitchen to just a little bit. The ice gonna just drown a little bit. Just gonna be okay. It's gonna melt down, and it's gonna become the environment temperature kind of chicken breast, and I can have a bit of olive oil and just very, very small amount to not burn the chickens, and I put them in there, and it's gonna be there. Only 15 minutes it takes, and plus while they're just being okay, I'm gonna just do the salad as well, like chopping all the vegetables, the pepper bell, broccoli, lettuce, tomatoes, and stuff like that. Yeah, Idol, compared to what they do have right now, it's not hard anymore. But back then, it was kind of like a big deal. So we're thinking, the problem is that, like BTS, just like any other band that have a lot of haters, they have haters. But the problem is these haters are always going to just, make some roadblocks in there. And the problem is that, for instance, a band like BTS had to put a lot of energy there to make a song to tell them to, just fuck off. So it took a big amount of time to just to do such a thing. But I was thinking, not all the haters are hate as a form of knowledge. They hate as a form of ignorance. Like, they don't know what they hate, but they just don't like. It's a matter of taste, right? They mostly don't like the song. And I was thinking, all my life I was trying to persuade people to like something that I liked to only have more friends. So I was a little bit, persuasive to some shape or form while I was growing in the world of music, because I wanted to, to produce some music, and I needed more people to follow my ideas. So I could actually convince people that my music had something that they couldn't see. Actually, it had. And I was pretty much successful at telling them where to look to understand the music in a deeper level. And after a while, they could just like what I was doing. So I was thinking, one of the things that we can do in this community is to actually teach people where to look while they're watching BTS. And that particular way, they can get used to it, and they can start loving actually what they what they're watching and what they're listening to. So they can become fans after a while. Because if you're looking in a different angles, if you're just looking in a wrong angle, you're never gonna like anything, despite the fact that it is music, it is, I don't know, movie, it is some sort of an, personal activity. If you're not interested in anything, you're not about to do it. But first, you should come up with a solution to make people aware, bring some self-awareness to them to some degree, that they start looking at BTS in a right way. I mean, it's like the ARMY looked at BTS in a right way. Because of that, they're ARMY, right? So people who don't know these people, who don't know these boys, we should come up with some solution to make them able to see what we can see. But it should be very brilliant. I think we can do that. And I was thinking about the solution as well while I was watching them. And I have some good ideas to some degree. And I will tell you to do it. So, yeah. Yes, it can be different every each fans to love the song. Yep. To fully grasp the beauty of BTS discography music, it requires effort. That's why those who hate are just lazy. Yes, but even lazy people like things. Let me tell you something. Cyrus DK TV was also rude to BTS in one of their podcasts. So, do we watch their explanation going forward? What do you mean by that? Was also rude to BTS in one of their podcasts? Okay. But anyhow, let me put it in this way. In our life, from our perspective, there are good peoples and bad peoples, out there. All right. The good people are the ones that we like, and the bad people are the ones that we don't like. All right. So, but in real life situation, the bad people have their own friends, which they like. And there are people that bad friends don't like as well. Alright, so this equation is there. The steps are just aligned and it's going forward. So there are people that we don't like, then there are people that we like. The ones that we like are good people, and the ones that we don't like are not necessarily bad people, but we, as a matter of words and language, we call them bad people, the people that we don't like. But even bad people have friends. So what I want to say here is that haters are lazy, yes, but even haters have taste in music and they like some sort of music. All right, so they hate a band because they don't know what's good about it. But as soon as they will figure out that, all right, I was wrong about the thing that I was looking at, maybe it's a little bit different. Yes, maybe they're so ignorant and they just don't want to accept the fact that they was wrong, that they were wrong about that group. That's another thing. But mostly those people are kind of like 50% of all the haters. But I believe that we can bring the other 50% into the community, at least to some degree, that they don't hate anymore. Maybe they're not fan of the music, but they're just gonna, not hate and move on with their opinion. And if they hear a BTS song at any special place, they're just like, all right, good. BTS is a good band as well. Not my taste, but I like them. Yeah. So what do we have here? DK TV is imperfect. They sometimes say things that are only funny to them. They thought it's also funny too for the fans. They sometimes piss other fans too because of the way they talk, thinking harm they make. But I watched their early days, how happy they were being fanboys. Even other viewers acknowledge their love for BTS, saying that they're being paid by hype.